if we consider the nature of worship, we should also consider worship in spirit and in truth. Worship in spirit and in truth. First of all, in spirit. Remember what verse 24 says. God is spirit, and those who worship Him must worship in spirit and truth. See, true worship has to be spiritual. The problem for us is that many times we're not fully aware of what that means. What does it mean to be spiritual? Just what is spiritual worship? Spiritual worship is worship that's initiated and empowered and directed by the Holy Spirit. It doesn't come from here. And it doesn't come from our own emotions. It comes from the Holy Spirit. And for us, that means worshiping in the Spirit is the appropriate response to the initiative of the Holy Spirit in our lives. It's our dependence on the Holy Spirit and His power rather than the strength of our own flesh. And it depends upon our sensitivity to the leadership of the Holy Spirit. See, when we begin to do things in our own strength, when we begin to do it in our own wisdom, we miss what the Holy Spirit has in store for us. One way we can better understand this idea of spiritual worship is to contrast it to the opposite, which would be worship in the flesh. Now, the usual meaning of flesh in the Bible is the performance of our works within our own strength, apart from the strength and direction of God. See, the flesh pictures the sinful nature of mankind. Being in the flesh is self-centered. Throughout the New Testament, the term flesh is associated with pride and arrogance. Confidence in the flesh is pride in what the human being can do apart from God. And if for any reason the act of worship produces pride in us, then it becomes fleshly worship.